very much. Now calling the meeting to order. Can I get a roll call, please? Mr. Canning?
Here.
Mrs. Gleason? Mr. Johnson?
Here.
Mrs. Campworth here. Ms. Stearns? Mr. Whitcomb?
Here.
Mrs. Wrestler? Here. Stand for the pledge of allegiance. I pledge allegiance
To the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Moving on to item 2.1, can I get a motion to approve the December 17th regular and closed meeting minutes?
So moved.
Second. Moved by Mr. Whitcomb, second by Ms. Campbell. Any discussion? Roll call, please. Mr. Canning?
Aye.
Mr. Johnson?
Aye.
Mrs. Campbell, aye. Mr. Whitcomb? Mrs. Wrestler? Aye. Can I get a motion to approve the January 14th, 2020 Committee of the Whole regular and closed meeting minutes?
So moved. Second.
Moved by Mr. Canning, second by Mr. Whitcomb. Any discussion? Roll call, please. Mr. Canning?
Aye.
Mr. Whitcomb?
Aye.
Mr. Johnson?
Aye.
Mrs. Campbell, aye. Mrs. Wrestler? Aye. Moving on to item 3, Board Recognition Award.
Good evening. Great to see everybody tonight. Tonight's Board of Ed volunteer nomination came directly from our band director, Mr. Nick Rojek, so I like to call Nick up here. He is going to be introducing you to a very special volunteer parent that's been around the music program for many years. This is Janine Marcheski.
My name is Nick Roger, Director of Bands. Of course, I'd like to nominate our booster president, Janine Marcheski, for the Board of Recognition Award. In her 3 years serving as president of our music boosters, Janine has been heavily involved in supporting our music students, directors, and community. While there are many parents who support our music program here at OFHS, Mrs. Marcheski's level of dedication, time, and commitment to making our program a better place for our students truly stands out. Janine has taken on many responsibilities in her 3 years and has led many projects that have enriched the musical lives of our students. Janine has coordinated all of our meals for the home football games, helped out at countless administrative tasks in prepping our home and away band camps, led the Jazz Night Committee, our biggest fundraiser of the year, and assisted with the numerous fundraisers throughout the year otherwise. All while keeping our music parents informed of all of the event information and details. As if this were not enough, Mrs. Marcheski has graciously taken on the duties of organizing our music tours to Disney World in Florida, New York City, which will be going again here in the spring break, Cedar Point, Ohio, after our travel agent had quickly retired just a few years back. Due to our assistive efforts, our students have had the opportunity to enjoy the experience of music making at renowned venues at the price point that our students can afford. Her hard work and dedication to volunteerism has allowed many students opportunities they would not have had if it weren't for her leadership and passion. She is one of the most determined parents that we've ever had. The pleasure of knowing, and we're very grateful for her many contributions to our students. Mr. Marcheski.
On January 2020. You have helped provide a positive learning environment for the students of District 228 by the time and talents you share. Thank you for sharing.
She told me before the presentation she's still willing to help out, even though our last one might be graduating here, right? Yeah, so it's an exciting deal. Very good.
Moving on to student presentation.
All right, happy to introduce you to a couple of Oak Forest finest, Mr. Slade and Mr. Matlin, if they want to come on up. Talk a little bit about them before they turn over the presentation to their students as well. And again, this is a delight for the principal of a high school to say, you know, how can I help facilitate really a lot of the different initiatives that we have going. Obviously, as board members, you look at a lot of data, and you hear a lot of board presentations regarding data. Yes, we want to make data-based decisions. What's nice about the board meetings that we get to do is when we do these highlights, you can see how this actually comes out to action. So we talk a lot about college and career ready, and you see all the data and the numbers that we're working on. This is a live presentation to show you how our students are becoming college and career ready. And what's really rewarding about this is two teachers just coming up to me and say, we try. And I basically go, yes, go. Let me know how I can help facilitate it and be a part of it. The students were kind enough to ask myself and a couple of our other administrators to come in and even judge, give them feedback. So they're really looking forward to demonstrating their work, getting some feedback. Feel free to ask some questions, and I think you'll enjoy the presentation. Mr. Slade, Mr. Mann, take it away.
All right, thank you, Dr. Stewart. Great moments are born from great opportunities. That's the ever popular phrase by ex-Olympic coach, okay? And for us, as Mr. Slade and I were developing and thinking about what we wanted to do, I'd be remiss if I didn't mention three people that absolutely, springboarded this opportunity for us. They're our bosses, all right, Dr. Skora, who just spoke, and in addition to that, Dr. Nakaza, our supervisor, as well as the person who kind of allowed us the flexibility in our schedule to really get this thing back up, and that's our PPS director, Mr. Adam Wagner. Being in the district for 20 years, you sit and think about how can you make things better for a business class. Entrepreneurship, all right, is a class that I've taught for the last 6 years since we moved over from Bremen over here to Hope Forest. And my good friend of approximately 15 years, Mr. Slade, he's been over here for a couple of years. And so we started studying. So as we do, we start talking about what do we do to give our students a tremendous opportunity to experience life in engineering and to experience life as an entrepreneur. So as we built the conversation as a conversation grew, we decided to kind of call this thing the Engineership Festival. So what we decided from that point is we decided that we were going to couple a couple of entrepreneurship students in the 7th-hour class, along with a couple members inside the principles of engineering class, together to come up with a developmental product that's viable, that people can use, and most importantly, from my point of view, being the entrepreneurship teacher, something that can sell, something that we can legitimize, something that we can actually get a price point where people can say, wow, that would be something, all right, that I really could afford and something that I want. So we had 8 presentations, and Mr. Slade and I were involved in whittling that down to 3. The conversations that we had that led that to 3 were very challenging and difficult because the students that we had in both of our classes have a very high level of great critical thinkers. So as we developed, the final 3, we got it down to what we call a shark cage or shark tank experience. Judges to determine what we thought would be the most optimal, the best presentation, and something viable for people to buy. So if you can't tell my excitement level, all right, before I introduce Mr. Slade, it was very high. Because the people that I surround myself by on a daily basis, all right, and these students, they're go-getters, all right? And what they came up with, and the innovativeness, and the projects were awesome, and I can't wait for them to show you, all right, what they came up with. And today you're going to see our final 3 as they're here.
Yeah, so basically, as Mr. Matlin was saying, is this came from, again, a few teachers saw a program called Incubator. They went to several schools, took a look at it, we came back, we're talking about it, and him and I just said, why don't we try this on our own, see what we can do. I have the engineering students, you have the business students, I go, let's see if we can somehow come up with some type of item that solves a problem around school. So again, we paired them up as Mr. Matt was saying, and they came up with the problem. They developed the solution, they designed the solution, they tested the solution. When the solution didn't work, they rebuilt it, redesigned it, came up with a new idea, and especially the first group you guys are going to hear about, some other skills besides the engineering and entrepreneurship is the learning how to communicate with one another, learning how to talk, and learning how to come together as a group to solve a problem. So I'm going to turn it over to them and let them kind of introduce their product, introduce themselves, and tell you what they came up with. So, is there first? Yep. You guys want to grab your desk? Yes. I'll bring it right to the room.
You guys want, yeah.
Please ask your questions.
Okay, so I, the Tommy,
I'm Skylar.
and our presentation is on desktops. We hold the classroom together.
So starting out, we had trouble implementing it. It took about 2 weeks before we decided to go around the school and start talking to teachers about what problems they had with the classroom. And we went to Mr. Luca and he said he was having trouble keeping his desks together. They would always end up with it 5 minutes a day. So we thought we were trying to use restriction to stop the desks from moving all over the classroom. That didn't work. So we thought, why not try to correct it? This did work, but it was too small, and the feet was out of the product, and then we decided to put the whole leg in, and that works fairly well.
Along with that, with our second product, when we had this one, it was very hard to use because the desks, there's different types, like skinnier legs, thicker legs. So we had to come up with something that was going to keep them like very long sizes. So we had to extend them so that we had the shortest length and the longest.
What about what Mr. Slade had said about building like team chemistry and communication? At first, we weren't really communicating at all. We were all just trying to figure out a problem that we could solve. And we did finally come up with the desktops. None of us had talked to each other and spitball ideas. We had all just put all of our investments into our own separate ideas, and then we came up with a problem like who can go with. The basketball girls, the friction of connectability, together, the bottoms, for the universal leg fit. And we came up with our final product, the desktops. And on the marketing side,
For the marketing, I am in their engineering and entrepreneurship. So we had to, our class had to get a paper and we walked around to students and teachers. We mainly targeted teachers because they would need it for their classrooms. And we asked them if they would buy it if we were selling it. We weren't actually selling it to them, but it was just to see if they would. And we got a lot of good feedback. We got a couple critiques that we used to fix our product as we went through each demonstration. And a lot of the feedback has helped us to grow to our final product.
a little more description on the actual desktops. They aren't that big in size. They're 6 inches long by 1.50 inches wide and 1 inch tall. Easy storage. They can stack up like this. They've got multiple of them. You can put more on, stack them as high as you want. They're not that in a way because they match the color of the legs, so the kids aren't distracted by it in the class. And to find the price of the products, we took the weight of an individual cup and divided it by the weight of a whole spool of filament, which is what is used to 3D print them. Took that, multiplied by the price, to find a fraction of the price it would cost to make one. And we came up with $140 for a singular, and then 140 for one of them, $275 for a pack of 2, and $550 for a quad pack for all your desks, like clump or row length needs.
What would you sell them for?
What, as a price or per size?
You said it costs $5 to make it right?
For a pack of 4 individual desktops and 5 chips.
That's your selling.
Yes. Because it's taking how much it costs to make and want to turn a profit. So we want to talk about 2.5 healthy margins for improvement, because it will add more buildings, make them stronger, or we take away certain aspects of it.
Now, did you guys copyright that? Write it on a piece of paper, just a generic piece of paper, what it is, so you have some kind of proof.
Our engineering notebooks, in like for
Kind of guide you what to do.
Tom, can you tell the board, you start with a drawing in your group of this product. What's the program that you use on the computers to actually start designing this and getting it ready for 3D printing?
That was Scott's there.
Okay, Scott.
Autodesk Inventor.
Autodesk Inventor.
Now, is that recycled material? Do you know, I mean, or is it just?
We don't know too much about the building.
Was that something actually you guys created, or was it a piece that you said, well, it would work in there, and you just went and bought it from the store? You had that name?
We looked up like competitive, like other products that might be similar to base our price off of, and we couldn't really find anything that was good times to do so.
I was gonna say, so it was just, how did you come up with the idea?
Well,
Talk to teachers?
Yeah, we were walking around with teachers and one of the teachers and one of the school with us. We went in and we said, is there anything in your classroom that you would like to help keep anything cleaner or that will help you in your classroom? And he said, well, I hate when my desks are always spread apart and they're disorganized and all over the place. So we came up with the idea to help design it with it, and then we took it on our own and we came up with that.
That was the only information you had. So you know what, too? I mean, you could say that helps a little safety in the classroom, because somebody gets upset and they pick up a desk and want to throw it or something. It's going to be a little bit harder because we're all. We hope that doesn't happen, but what I'm saying is you guys added some safety into the classroom.
Mr. Kenny, we didn't know you had Mr. Matt in your class.
So have you sold 30 of these to the teacher that gave you the idea?
We're not actually selling them. A lot of the teachers said that if we were actually selling it, they would be interested in buying it.
So what's the next step? I mean, we're not going to talk about it here.
High schools or schools, period, there are, that you guys can get that in there?
You guys are DECA now, you guys are.
Next thing we had planned is going to safety residents or that.
Yeah, very cool.
And going off what Mr. Ken said about safety, we all know that one girl with like extremely long hair, always on her desk. That hair was right here. And also, so instead of taking your backpack, putting it on your legroom is enough space. So roll on over here, use the backpack on there, kind of everyone's way, no fire hazards in the hall.
So you guys created that on school time, right? Belongs to us.
Yeah, you used about an hour.
For one.
But the more resources you get, the more pictures you have, and faster to do things.
Hint, hint, the larger the 3D printer, that you
So that
What we can do on everything then is we can copy and paste the Autodesk Inventor and kind of line them all up and have AJ's truck will come out and just pop off and paint it.
That's awesome. You guys did a great job.
Nice job, man.
Yeah.
name's Michael.
In our product, we are calling the Twister and our slogan is Twister. So basically, we come up with a problem, actually happened in this Sean's class, we actually come up with a problem really easily. So basically, a lot of times students bring things to class, and these prayer reports we have are that banquet meeting. So a lot of people bring in the iced coffees, the ice drinks, and they sweat, and they leave, clearly they on the conversation on the desk. When you come to class, they don't have to clean it up, and you come to class, you set your papers in there, you set your book bag in, or you set your phone there or something, and it's flat, and you got to fill it up and stuff like that. So actually, in Sean's class, she hands out coasters, and I kind of just came up with the idea, like, what if we had a coaster that flipped off the desk and was able to hold all different size water bottles? So kind of our first step in creating the coaster was coming up with the size, like, to fit all bottles, from water bottles like this to shaker cups, which are like one of the bigger ones, the less than used by acne, something like that. So basically it fits, and the next problem was to come up with how tall it is the sidewall, so that the sidewall, the drink wouldn't tip over. And as you can see up here, we kind of have some visuals. So kind of in the middle there is kind of coming up with our sketch. So pretty much we come up with the measurements, and I believe the sidewall is about 1.5 inches. Yeah, it's around 3 inches back here for the entire jig upper. And then pretty much from there we went on to our semester, all from scratch. We came up with the entire design, and basically we also came up with looking at this blue one. Besides, it's not like completely smooth. It's rigid, so that even though if it is wet, you pick it up and still have some sort of grip. To make the products, basically we came up with, it's 49 grams basically from the wheel. Came with that cost 52 cents to actually make the product. We are marketing it at $3.99. And then pretty much from there, we have the second design, which maybe is going to be more talk about is kind of the innovation of our original design.
So in the beginning, me and James had different designs. This is one you see right now, but mine goes most squish, but we compromised, and that's what we got today. But after James made that design, I decided to make a kind of needed improvements. So this is like the other one, but one exact little thing. It becomes detachable. It opens a lot of possibilities. So this clip and this goes to fit on this desk. But what you needed, well, you had a bigger desk, which means you need a bigger clip. So because we need it detachable, we open what could be. So you need a bigger desk, and we need a bigger clip that trims it. What you need a small thing, smaller coaster for a smaller bottle, like this desk. Well, guess what? With this, we can print all the possibilities we need. And so then what we want is have a sample for every kind of desk and size we can possibly need. Right now we only have the one size which fits a desk and a water bottle, but we hope to improve that in the future.
And to touch on that, basically making innovation makes product more helpful. Right now, my clip, it only attaches to school desks, which is great for all like school businesses. But with having the detachable clip, companies can buy the coaster, or they can then if they have a certain size desk, they can tell us the size, and we can just like clips for it. So then it's more marketable for office desks, even like group tables, stuff like that, not just for school.
And so you can see, like, I can just usually detach this. So let's say you had it in a bag, you can take this out, put it on, and put on a clip. Boom, and you have a coaster that can go with a lot of stuff. And the thing I unintentionally did is you store it in the coaster with you. So that's another design. And so that's our innovation that we made with the coaster.
So is the cup catching the condensation kind of your difference between just carrying a regular coaster and that?
Correct. So basically, it catches condensation, and also, so the desks are slanted. So basically, if you clip it on the top, it's not going to like a normal coaster. It can slide around, or like slide down the desk. Basically, it keeps the coaster from moving, kind of in a way, and that also keeps your cup from tipping over. If you just have a flat coaster, chances are, if you have like a short cup or even a tall cup, you hit it, it's going to knock over, and then you have
You know what I see there? I see you should join up with your other group, your buddies, and sell it together in a little package, right? You could do that. $9.99.
And we could actually do that too, because we could print out initials for like your favorite sports team or high school. So
Yeah, that was
very
actually-
much a possibility.
That was actually an idea we had for clips, taking them more like, I mean, for student base, kind of electrical, we can make different colors, make them like different designs, like you said, against sports teams, like you had for
Yeah.
sports teams.
Yeah, see, one's blue and one's gray, so the only limit of the color is the whole filament sprinkler.
You guys could have just saved the district, you know that? All the money we spent on them field houses. We're getting it back.
Just a thought too, you could work out a price point, well, in the old days when we had earbuds and they would provide you different sizes for your ears. And maybe offer a variety pack of clips with them. And that way they would have for every occasion.
Yeah, that's the hope, is we provide to all instances and clips.
Was the need then, because I think you mentioned it before when you guys started the presentation, did you come up with the need because of all the water and stuff?
Yeah,
A lot of condensation and moisture.
Yeah.
personally, it's happened way too many times. So I put my paper down my desk and it's full of water now.
So it killed me at home. I said my McDonald's cut down and then, condensation, so that's awesome.
So who's your audience? Teachers or students?
It's more so a student, but it can be applicable to both.
So the student would bring their,
Yeah, they would share with them, and then, yeah.
Are you actively using them now in the class?
A little bit.
Yeah.
Just sometimes we'll take it out and just say, hey, this is what we made. Pretty nice about it.
Can you pass one of those around for us?
Yeah,
And actually- And I can take a picture of it and then I can.
Yeah, just no talking about talking.
I'm not sure how much the green printers cost.
Mr. Slade,
what's that?
how much they want to know?
How much would it be?
How much do we have to spend? Different levels.
And how long does it take to make such a print one?
So basically that one for the full design, because the clip is on the side, it takes approximately 3 hours, but we could put multiple on the same sheet. However, with Mickey's design, the clip actually only takes 20 minutes.
Take 20 minutes to fill it in, and then the cost of files,
It's around 2
3 hours?
What's that?
The coaster?
Yeah, it's about 3 hours, 3.5 hours.
Lightweight, no sharp points, so we're safe there. It's nice.
We have one at my desk.
How much does it cost to make?
51 cents.
That's a hell of a lot.
Okay, guys, we gotta get it in Walmart.
Basically, it's a total of our $3.99 number. I checked with our competitors pretty much. So like flat posters, mostly I looked on like Amazon, like Google, and like Walmart, stuff like that actually. A lot of the posters, they come in packs, usually around $20, $25 for a pack of maybe 4 or 5 of them. So I feel like that was good. I'll get our not too much to ask for. So I have to be very happy.
That's really a market that doesn't exist.
Yeah, I mean,
Customized student culture.
Right.
and you know is that coasters that all like block it on the desk, so those are not really like stood up to keep them contained.
Very nice.
We have one more. This is our last group.
All right, that's for last, right?
These are the ones that the judges.
Now the pressure's really up. Is it good to go last?
Look at, they got a plan. You can see it. You guys make a better mousetrap? Is that what you compared to? class, right? Did you guys actually make the molds yourself? The previous group did this.
Okay, so you probably know, if you're a teacher, that when you walk down the aisles of your classroom, there's always bags in the way on the outside, with helping and move them, or you gotta push them around your foot. And as a student, you probably know that when your bag is lying on the ground, not only is it in the way, but it also gets dirty. So we came up with a design that keeps backpacks off the ground and out of the way, by keeping them closer to the desk and off the ground.
It costs about $4.99 and $8 materials. They will sell for about $6.99 each. And then it's very easy to transport, so you put it in your backpack when you come over, with territory in the next class. And it holds about 20 to 30 pounds.
We went around school asking teachers and students what they thought about it, and they said it was really nice and easy to transport it.
We started with this design where we had the hook part of it and the shape part of it separate. We were able to move together, but we eventually were able to get them together when we got there.
The limitation was
Yeah, we got it. One of the main problems that's has is with the screws, because the printer isn't really that intricate, so the screws most of the time, like this one did pretty well, just too big. But these ones, this has all the bumps in there, so it's hard to know if it works. And that's why, if you look, you can see kind of tape on it. Eventually be able to get it to work out tape once we more accurate edge device.
And then ours is better because all the metal ones, they're similar to the different metal. Theirs are like $20 each, and ours are like $6.99.
There is a product out there like this?
We're not just rolled overall.
Yours is cooler, yeah. I think so.
You can print them in more or less any color that you can buy. And they're usually sharp or flat edge, but this one's really rounded.
So what would be the motivation of the student?
See back there, closer to the chair, so it's not leaning over and reach down and block the whole bag.
We need a fire editor.
Oh yeah. Trying to get out of the room, place the fire, it's hard to do it all fast.
I guess to ask the question, because that would seem like that would be an adult reason. It's annoying for people walking, but if your audience is other students, the motivation for your bags is nice.
So the one, the green one that has a rounded corner, is that you print it with rounded corner?
Yeah.
Everything usually, I think, printed is that sharp.
Yeah, you can, we have a 3D modeling software where you can physically go and, or through the software, you can go through and round check atoms, on this side before that was our second print because it's smaller than that, so for the smaller one over there. That one's half as rounded as that one.
So you printed that at 100, and you're like, hey, it's a little too big, we're at 78% or whatever.
Yeah. It's also very small. That one's at 80%, so.
And I don't think you're limited to students, because I know when I go to conferences, we all have backpacks, and I can't tell you how many times we roll our backpacks.
I mean, purses.
Yeah, lady purses, yeah.
Especially rolling chairs,
Yes.
you know, with the 160
But this is better, so the purses, they came out with a couple of while ago, but they didn't do it, so it was just kind of like laces and bags, but it would fall off. So that's a lot more sturdier.
So is the purple one the best size, that's the best size that you came up with?
So far, yeah. Like that one will work, but it looks at, or the green one, it's smaller than this one, so it doesn't hold as much. Yeah, this one's, well, I guess for like this one's like the perfect in between because if you make the reaching out farther with the half smaller, it doesn't reach out as far.
Did you do different testing for weights on it?
Well, we had some medium size one and a small one, and we just tried different backpacks because when we tried to do this stress analysis program working on Autodesk, we didn't really know how to use it. We tried like we weighed 30 different levels, so it just wouldn't flow. So we just did that.
Yeah, right. Just lean out a little bit.
Did you guys know each other before you recruited? I noticed the groups were random. They knew each other. How'd you get along? Pretty good through it all?
And who's in the engineering and who's in the?
We ended up in engineering with, we had two other people, but I remember why they were on.
So you two make it, and you two sell it.
Yeah.
Have you guys thought about teaming up with the cup group and getting a cup on here? And then really got like the ultimate tool. Wasn't my idea. An audience member suggested that. But I mean, I think you guys could really be onto something. Double meat products.
Negotiate a share of the profits.
Its name was originally just a backpack split, but after the second presentation that we did, the other group, before they had it called the dripster, they called it the flipster, and so the council said that it would said that a better name would have been the flipster, so we asked them if we could have that name. So if we combine that, it would be the dripster and the flipster. So how we got the idea is in our engineering classroom we have these big tall desks with rolly chairs, and I actually don't know where to grab more supplies and stuff because we have really robots right now. And I always in my backpack and my coat. This one gets on my way. And so
Had you gotten the strap cotton wheels too?
and if you have to go down to get your backpacks and fix the desk with tables like this, now you have to pull the lever and go down to grab some stuff from your backpack. So then when Mr. Slade brought this project that we were going to do for all of us, we decided to do this.
So do you carry yours with you now, or do you sit, especially when you're in this class?
If we had it on us, yes, but I'm kind of, I've had them in my backpack for since the start of the project because living in the classroom, it's like you can see them and use them more often than expecting in the classroom. And originally, when we started the design process, we came up with a bunch of things that were like crazy complicated, or like but something that would flip onto your backpack that would like have your umbrella be held. Yeah, but we would have realized that most umbrellas aren't like light, so you would have to create something big. And a lot of umbrellas are different shapes.
Just out of curiosity for all the groups, was there any like research into like maybe partnering with like these desk companies so that they sold a desk and some products with it? Or what was the feedback or?
We thought we didn't reach out to companies, but in the future we'll plan for it. As we were working on the presentation, one of the slides that we originally had was actually the ideas and he put down asking to partner with desk companies to see if they can be sold together.
There's a company right here in Chicago called Marvel that builds furniture.
I'll tell you what, guys. You know, in high school, I was really excited at Hillcrest when I made my first egg roll in home ec. That's incredible. It's good.
You have surpassed the egg roll.
What year are you guys in school?
Sophomore.
What about you guys?
I'm a senior.
Junior.
Junior. And plans for pursuing this in next career or?
staying in engineering and business.
Yeah, I want to be an engineer.
You are an engineer.
I want to be some type of engineer, probably.
So like University of Illinois, those kind of schools. Yeah, congratulations.
Just to close up, these guys are very receptive to feedback, so if you think of something in the next few days or a week, shoot it to Mr. Slade, Mr. Math, or myself, we'll get it to them. They've gone through many steps in order to take that feedback and get better, and they do it pretty well. I know there's some opportunities for social entrepreneurship. We talked about that, where, hey, you're a student group, you sell this, and part of your profit goes to helping schools in other areas in the world. There's a lot of different feedback that I can give them there at the starting point. You guys have anything to close?
Yeah, and again, watching this process, I just want to give you guys the time, just because this is the astounding thing of all of this. This was not necessarily in our curriculum. Yeah, we have a sales unit, we do things like that. They're doing things, obviously, creating with the 3D printer. But Mr. Slade's group probably spent 2 to 3 days per week for a month. We met collectively as a group 6 or 7 times before they put this together. So there was so much individuality that went into all of these group decisions and group dynamics. Just think, in the future, if this ever became a 2-hour lab class, you could actually explore and extend this thing out past the 6 weeks, which is kind of collectively what we spent. I mean, the possibilities are endless with something like this in regards to combining a couple of disciplines. We appreciate your time this evening, and thank you very much.
Thank you.
I have not. I'm getting more stuff. I just received something through Project Lead the Way about a STEM challenge that they're starting to take participants. They haven't really given the actual project of what the students need to make or create. I did actually receive that on Monday. So I did receive an email from Project Lead the Way of a competition that they have.
Right, and it actually came to my job, because they were looking for volunteers to judge. So when I saw this, and I got to see what schools are participating, I didn't see any of ours, but I was like, let me ask. But there were some neighboring towns that I thought was very cool.
Yeah, him and I were kind of blown away at what they came up with. It's awesome. To see the kind of learning that they don't even realize that they're doing. Critical.
Higher level, I mean, yes, those guys, before softball, 15, 16-year-old kids talking like that. So you can tell that we have really great class. You know what I mean? We get to be around people like that, collective efforts, and it was awesome how it all.
You know what? And I'm sure they feed off of you guys on that enthusiasm. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you very much for that presentation. Moving on, do you have any comments from the public? All right, moving on to our superintendent's report.
Freedom of Information Act request since our last board meeting. Bob Mayer requested results from our survey of educational leaders who offer a version of PCB as at least one of their sequence options. This request has been completed. Liam Powell, Hello College, requested student directory information for all 9 to 11 graders within the school district, specifically parent student name, parent email address, school grade level. This request has been completed. Mary Zellers, Impact Networking, requested current lease, purchase, maintenance, service contracts pertaining to all copier, printer equipment used by the district, current contracts pertaining to all managed print service, outsourced or managed IT programs, document management systems used by the school district, and current invoice. This request has been completed. Karen Cooper, Kirkland Ellis requested grievance procedures for responding to complaints of sexual harassment, including but not limited to sexual assault, gender-based discrimination, as well as Bremen High School District's anti-discrimination policy. This request has been completed. Preparations are beginning for the 2021 school year. Students are in the process of selecting their courses. We will soon be calculating the number of teacher sections and making very important staffing decisions. In the past, our objective is to provide our students with the best possible schedule within the financial constraints of our district.
Thank you. Any board member reports?
I'm just going to throw it out there. I'm really happy to hear that we're coming to an agreement with our teachers. And it was good for everybody. I know I felt good the last couple of days. And we all have to work and live with each other within this environment. And I'm happy to see that we resolve the contract. Good question?
What were the contract issues about, just teacher salaries?
What were they about? Well, there was a couple of big issues in there that we had to work on, and Dr. Kennedy was there.
There was a number of items, but salary and insurance, things like that were the most critical.
All right, thank you.
Any other board member reports? Larry, I'm not sure.
I just want to thank Noah family and support for
Moving on to new business, item 7.1.
Item 7.1 pertains to bills, addendum to bills, payroll, and CBS bills. These items are being recommended for the board of business.
So moved.
Second.
Moved by Mr. Canning, second by Mr. Whitcomb. Any discussion? Roll call, please.
Mr. Canning?
Aye.
Mr. Whitcomb?
Aye.
Mr. Johnson?
Aye.
Mrs. Camworth, aye. Mrs. Wrestler?
Aye. Item 7.2, Dr. Kendall.
Following items were discussed at the committee of the whole and now be brought before the board approval. Policies 220, power and duties of the school board, indemnification, 2100, board member conflict of interest, 2105, ethics and gift ban, 2200, types of school board meetings, 510, equal employment opportunity and minority improvement, 520, workplace harassment prohibited, 520, hiring process and criteria, 550, drug, alcohol, free workplace, e-cigarette, tobacco and cannabis prohibition, 590, abuse and neglected child reporting, 5120, employee ethics, conduct and conflict of interest, 5250, leaves of absence, 5290, employment termination and suspensions, 5330, sick days, vacation, holidays, and leave, 660, curriculum content, 6150, home hospital instruction, 720, harassment of students prohibited, 7150, agency and police interviews, 7270, administering medicines to students, and 830, visitors to and conduct on school property. These are being recommended for full board approval.
Can I get a motion?
So moved.
Second. Moved by Mr. Canning, second by Ms. Camworth. Any discussion? Roll call, please.
Mr. Canning?
Aye.
Camworth, aye. Mr. Johnson? Aye. Mr. Whitcomb?
Aye.
Mrs. Wrestler?
Aye. Moving on to item 8, personnel recommendation, Dr. Gotcha.
Under maternity leave, Tiffany Cheney Russell. Under resignation, Frederick Capley and Gus Yakos. And under employment, Allie Minsky and Jane Morris. These are being recommended for the full board approval.
So moved.
Second. Moved by Mr. Whitcomb, second by Ms. Camworth. Any discussion? Roll call, please.
Mr. Whitcomb?
Aye.
Mrs. Camworth, aye. Mr. Canning?
Aye.
Mr. Johnson?
Aye.
Mrs. Wrestler?
Aye. Can I get a motion to move to closed session to consider information regarding the appointment, employment, compensation, discipline, performance, or dismissal of specific employees in probable or imminent litigation and collective negotiation matters?
So moved.
Moved by Mr. Canning, second by Ms. Camworth. Roll call, please.
Mr. Canning?
Aye.
Mrs. Camworth, aye. Mr. Johnson? Mr. Whitcomb? Mrs. Wrestler?
Aye. Thank you.